We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the fourth largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the six.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. Opening jump is won by the Pelicans. Holiday. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. That pass taken away by Toronto. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Holiday. To Ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lowry has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Lonzo Ball with a piece. Couldn't keep it in. Off Lonzo Ball. Had a chance, but it's no good. Pascal Siakam sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Ingram's shot won't go. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And hits the first free throw.
Good shot.
Two for two on that trip. Ball's controlled by Lowry. Lobs it up. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
And he finishes at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Screen coming to Powell. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Holiday controls the basketball. 2-point advantage. To Favors. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Old school equals high percentage.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go. Ice.
Lowry. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. Holiday. 4-3. And he hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. Well done, Kyle Lowry. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
This game is so mental. Trust me, Some nights you give poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Runner's good there. To ball. Easy path to the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. 5-point game. Beyond the arc for three. And the rebound comes down to New Orleans. To ball. Here comes the screen. Holiday. Down low to Okafor. Whoa! What a finish! They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Lowry to Gasol. Lowry. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Gasol. And the rebound comes down to Holiday. Holiday at possession. Lead stands at 7. Down low to Okafor. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lowry to Gasol. Short jumper off the mark. Lonzo with it. The lead stands at 9. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Holiday down low to Okafor. Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Here comes the screen. Lowry to Gasol. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Marc Gasol has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. First one goes down.
Oh, yeah, get your money, man.
And gets both to drop at the line. Pelicans basketball. Holiday to Redick. Holiday to Ball. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Has a chance. Oh, Lonzo Ball. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
From the painted area, won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Holiday to Ball. Has a look. Just off the mark. Lowry with it. Trailing by 11.
Hey, double screen.
To Gasol.
Shot up.
And the rebound comes down to Ball.
Ball.
Holiday. Marc Gasol swats it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Holiday to Redick. Toronto has the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Probing the defense. Fred VanVleet. The shot denied by Okafor. And he's going to the free throw line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws.
This out.
Holiday controls the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. To Redick. Here's a chance from long range. Screen coming. That won't go.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Toronto with the basketball. Probing the defense. Lowry. And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. Holiday in possession. The lead is 11. Lowry to VanVleet. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Holiday. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Serge Ibaka sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Ibaka. Rebound taken by Moore. New Orleans has it.
I got ball.
Holiday to Redick. Takes stock of the floor.
Screen.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
5 to shoot for the Pelicans.
What's that back door? Hey, no, keep the ball.
Defensive foul to number 7, Kyle Lowry. That's his first.
Drew Holiday. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it.
For New Orleans, number 22, Derek Favors.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Lynn with it. Down 11. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. 24-second violation. Holiday. Can't connect from in close. To Lynn. Knocked loose. Pelicans have it. And count the basket inside.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Holiday controls the basketball. His team on top by 13. To Redick. Finish that.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Holiday. To Josh Hart. Redick, deep left corner. That misses with a second to go. This quarter's in the books. It's been all Pelicans so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen. Shot from the lane won't go. Pelicans have the basketball. Holiday. Missed a wide open look. Lynn with it. He'll run the offense. Gets it in the left corner. Derek Favors pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Hart to Holiday. Work it down to Favors. Serge Ibaka. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lynn with it. His guys trail by 13. To Van Vliet. To Jeremy Lin. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Jeremy Lin at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2.
Okay, that's nice.
New Orleans will take it up. surveys the floor. Holiday to Favors. Slam dunk, Derek Favors. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Powell to Van Vliet.
Screen right.
Hart to Holiday. Hart. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. For 3. Not going down here. Lynn with it. His guys currently down by 13. To Gasol. Down. Deep 2 there. Jeremy Lin. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Ball to Josh Hart.
Hey, left.
New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a chance. And a putback slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Lowry. Not that time. Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Ball into the front court. His team leads it by 10.
This is what I wanted right here. This is it.
Wide open look won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Good shot, man.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Ice that.
Here comes the screen. Fred Van Vliet. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Ball with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Here comes the screen. To Favors. Ball. Has a look. Offensive board. Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through. Here
comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good. Hart.
See the screen, see it.
Curling inside. Marc Gasol rejects it. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Ball. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Gets a look. Can't hit. Redick with it. Up a dozen. To Holiday. To Ball. Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Ball with it up top. His guys leading by 14. To Holiday. Passed it off. Got it.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking third overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Trying to cash in. And the rebound cleared by Ingram. Redick with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Holiday. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Misses the first. No good. Missed them both. Lowry into the front court. Down a bundle. To Gasol. Marc Gasol. 4 out of 7.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low-post presence.
Toronto has the basketball. To Powell. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from inside. Lonzo with it. His guys holding the big lead. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Redick to Ball. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lowry into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Gasol. Knocked loose. Taken by the Pelicans.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, Lonzo Ball. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Lowry to Powell. To Lowry. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Pascal Siakam. Has a chance. Count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The assist from number 43.
Deep three at the buzzer. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line. J.J. Redick is going to get a chance at three here for his career 89%. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. And he hits all three free throws. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Pelicans have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Raptors did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
Drew Holiday and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Toronto with the basketball. Here comes the screen.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Lowry to Gasol. Stuffs it down with authority. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Down low to Okafor. It's a big finish.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Here comes the screen.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Nothing going here on that drive. Holiday. Lets it fly from long range. It's rebounded by Gasol. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys down big to Powell. Lowry to Gasol. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Marc Gasol at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Lonzo Ball with the rock. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Knocked loose. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Ball to Holiday. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. To Ball. Fires the 3. Not done yet. Marc Gasol tips it. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Gasol to Powell. Pascal Siakam. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Gasol. Cruises inside for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Ball. To Holiday. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar. Lowry
to Gasol. Defense making the ball handler work. Gasol, good for 2. Great footwork once again.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Curling inside. Ball to the basket, but a shot won't go. Lowry with it. Down by 15. Shot from the lane won't go. The shot denied by Okafor.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
New Orleans going to take it up. Ball. To Holiday. Marc Gasol able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Ball into the front court. His team on top by 13. To Holiday. Down low to Okafor. Pascal Siakam with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Lowry. Knocked loose. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Lowry to Powell. Down low Gasol. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Down low to Favors. No good. Lowry into the front court. His guys down 11. Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Lowry can't connect. It's no good. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Ball with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. Redick to Ball. Marc Gasol with a piece. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one goes down.
Into the game for the Raptors, number 17, Jeremy Lin.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Holiday in possession. It's a 9-point lead. Redick. OG Anunoby sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Redick. Deep left corner.
Watch that cutter.
Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air. Make that 7. Lin to Gasol. Add 2 points to the board.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished 3rd in the voting for 6th man of the year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Holiday. Ball's controlled by the Raptors.
I got him.
Lynn. To Gasol.
We got him. Shut up.
Able to convert inside.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Holiday. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively. You try to deny the...
Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 3, Josh Hart. Subbing in for Toronto, number 43, Pascal
Hart.
Siakam.
Holiday. Won't go. Fred VanVleet to Lynn. And he hits.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Lynn to Gasol. Short jumper won't go down. Holiday controls the basketball. Leads 5. Pascal Siakam swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Count it.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Holiday in possession. Leads 3. And the rebound taken by Gasol. Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen. They work it down to Gasol. Goes to the left side. Five to shoot for Toronto. To Ibaka. Fires the 3. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Pelicans basketball. Hart. Fred VanVleet to Jeremy Lin. To Gasol. Down low. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time. Lynn with it. His guys now down by a point. To Gasol. Pascal Siakam. Down low Gasol. Can't connect from in close. Holiday to Josh Hart. Holiday to Josh Hart. And and strokes it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Holiday. Marc Gasol sends it away. 8 now. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Pelicans in front. It's the Pelicans with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. Partner, you and I were just shaking our heads during this quarter break. We can't believe how good a game this has been.
And we've seen this so many times with the teams that are the most talented on paper. This shouldn't even be a game. But sometimes an underdog, they rise to the challenge. And they've really hung in there all the way in these three quarters.
Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
OG Anunoby trying to cash in on the three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Whoops, that won't go. Holiday controls the basketball. Leads 1. To Redick. Lynn with it. He'll run the offense. To Gasol. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Holiday. To Josh Hart. Marc Gasol pins it. It's been a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Hart. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Drew Holiday. Huge block. Serge Ibaka. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Holiday. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. And too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
New blood coming in for both sides. Powell. To Gasol. No, I missed a short one there. Ball with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. Here comes the screen. Redick with a shot, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Gasol. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Ball to Favors. Almost. Unlucky bounce.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Hart to Ball.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
Hart to Ball. 4-3. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Fred VanVleet to Powell. Shot from the lane won't go.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Gets it in the left corner. Hart. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Hey, y'all gonna have to send some help over here.
Powell. They work it down to Gasol. To Ibaka. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. New Orleans has it. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Fred VanVleet. To Gasol. Down low. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Changes coming from both sides right now. Rebound taken by Toronto.
Here we go, my ball, my ball. Here we go, I got him.
Pascal Siakam. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. Slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Lowry into the front court. Leads 4. Pascal Siakam. Down low Gasol. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Right.
Ball to Redick. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Nothing going here on that drive. 24-second violation. Time for some new personnel into the game. Lowry. Kicks it around the perimeter. So Lowry beyond the arc for three. And the rebound taken in by Lonzo. Pelicans have the basketball. Ball. Here comes the screen. To Ball. Kyle Lowry rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Holiday in possession. Trailing by 4. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
They work it down to Gasol. Pascal Siakam. Brandon Ingram. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Redick. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Lead is 2. To Gasol, down low. It was right there. Holiday controls the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick wide open. Good luck.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Down low Gasol. Lowry misfires. It's no good. A drive-by ball, but he can't finish. Powell.
Here we go. Lock up. Here we go.
Lonzo controls the offense. To Holiday. Ball. Marc Gasol able to recover with the block. Make that 11.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Lowry. Gasol. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Knocked loose. Has a look. Favors can't get it to go. Lowry with it. His team up by 1. To Powell. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. To Lowry. To Powell. They work it down to Gasol. Not that time. Lonzo with it. His guy's down 3. Well, you can't do that.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Holiday. For 3. Off the mark. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Big time shot right here.
Lonzo Ball. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw.
Need a shot, yo.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Brandon Ingram with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Ball to Holiday. Deep right corner. Screen coming. It goes down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Here comes the screen.
No, he can't guard you out there.
Probing the defense. Fred VanVleet to Powell. Fred VanVleet lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. OG Anunoby. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's struggled so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second and 3. Got it. Whoops, that won't go. Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory as they win a close one by 2. That'll wrap things.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
Dishing the ball left, dishing the ball right, making the right play at the right time, because that's what guards from Plainfield, New Jersey do. Let's see what they do on the court this evening.
It's time to hoop it up. We are ready to go. The Clippers win the opening tip as we get things started at Staples. Anthony knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Paul George scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
Here comes the screen. Leonard. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Leonard to Paul George. Not that time. Paul George missed his first. That one goes. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. George in a matchup with Boogie. knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Danny Green. James has a chance. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Knocked loose. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
George on the drive, but his shot misses.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Here in the first. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
It's George for two. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
To James. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Here comes the screen. LeBron James. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Here comes the screen. PG lets it fly. Add 2 points to the board.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Wow, that was vicious. Slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. George, his first effort, off the mark.
Hey, lock up.
Kuzma to James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
I got ball.
George to Beverly. Here's Kuzma. Brings the ball up court. Clippers have it. Leonard gets it in the right corner. To Leonard. From the outside, no good. Davis to James. LeBron James. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Deep 2 there, won't go. James into the front court. Up 5. Short jumper misses. Leonard to George. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
James, it's no good. Shot's not going down. Short jumper stays out. LeBron into the front court. Leads 3. From the painted area, won't go down. Kawhi Leonard against Cousins. Down to 5 on the 24 to Paul George. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance. So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Nothing going here on that drive. James to Kyle Kuzma. It's James. Can't connect.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
I'm here. I got ball. Hey, rush the screen left.
Paul George to Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. LeBron into the front court. Leads 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. LeBron James. Tough matchup against George. For 3. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. Beverley into the front court. 5-point game. JaVale McGee. Huge block. LeBron James with the rock. Trying to cash in. LeBron James. He's at 50%. Solid.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. To Davis. Not that time.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
It's a big finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
It's LA Clippers ball. Williams to George. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. George lets it fly, and the Lakers have the rebound. Has a chance. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. To Paul George. Here comes the screen. Leonard, deep right corner. Fine to shoot. George to the basket, but it won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Clippers have the basketball.
Get down, half court, here come.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to Williams. They'll get it down to Leonard.
Watch the slip.
Kawhi Leonard, 3 for 4. Good start.
Old school equals high percentage.
LeBron with it up top. Leads 4. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Anthony Davis tips it. He'll let one fly from half court. 1 quarter down. The Lakers have the lead. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Here's James for 2. Knocks it down off the step back.
Right back to you.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Beverly into the front court. Now down 6. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely. But everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's the second time in his career he's been named 6th Man of the Year. And that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Caldwell Pope. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Beverly into the front court. Down 6. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
James to Davis. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jared Dudley. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 14,
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
James goes to the right side. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound.
I got him. Here we go.
Harkless to Leonard. To Harkless. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Leonard. And McGee there for the rebound. LBJ has it. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Kawhi Leonard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Danny Green to James. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
LeBron James, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. LA Clippers with the basketball. Williams to Leonard. Probing the defense. To Harkless. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green, down low boogie. DeMarcus Cousins. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Chance for LeBron James. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here comes the screen. Leonard to George. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
To Paul George. Leonard. Able to convert inside. It's James controlling the offense. To Danny Green. Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
DeMarcus Cousins trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3.
You gotta get up on that.
George to Beverly. Down for Harkless. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. LBJ. To Danny Green. Kuzma. Probing the defense. To Kyle Kuzma. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. James knocks down the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Harkless.
Here we go. Here we go.
Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. To George. LA with 4 to shoot. George. No good. That's great defense. LeBron into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Davis to James. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He struggled so far. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Harkless. Surveys the floor. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. LeBron James sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Caldwell Pope to James.
Get the ball, get the ball.
Cousins to James. Beverly into the front court. Down 5.
Match up, match up.
To Leonard. Shot from in close, no good. LBJ with it. To Caldwell Pope. Sizing up the defense. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Cousins. Lays it up and in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Kawhi Leonard. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron into the front court. Leads 5. To Cousins. It's LA Clippers ball. To Harkless. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across the timeline comes James. Leads 3. To Davis. Kuzma. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 20.
Danny Green.
I got your help here.
To Cousins. Slam dunk.
All I know is this. You better step
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Beverly into the front court. 5-point game.
Cutter, cutter, cutter. I got yours.
Leonard to Harkless. Down low for Leonard. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. It's James controlling the offense.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up. Pick it up.
To Danny Green. Down low to Cousins. Shot from the lane won't go. Beverly into the front court. Down 4. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen.
Oh, yeah, let's double shot. Yep.
From the outside, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Beverly. Short jumper off the mark. James into the front court. Leads 4. To Danny Green. James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Davis. From long range. Not going down here. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard to Harkless. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Leonard. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Lakers at the controls right now. Slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Lakers have the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Lakers
Have the lead, but not by much.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
The Clippers are still very much in this matchup. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Steals.
We're seeing a lot of steals in this game, and it's not been one-sided. Each of the teams in this matchup have been aggressive on defense and getting some positive results.
Player of the half.
The chosen one is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Beverly into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Whoa! What a finish!
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Paul George.
I got blocked. Green, I got your help. Oh, no, he can't guard you.
Beverly to Leonard. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. George won't go. LeBron into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Danny Green. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Beverly to Leonard. Can't connect from in close. Danny Green to James. DeMarcus Cousins looking good. 4 for 5.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Beverly to George. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
James to Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Leonard to Beverly. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Lakers ball. Davis. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's shooting 40% in this one. he misses that one free throw. Beverly into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. Anthony Davis rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Kuz at the controls. To James. They'll get it down to Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Leonard to Beverly.
Can't guard you, got a mismatch. Got a mismatch. Big kick right there.
Leonard to Beverly. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. 4-3. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. LeBron into the front court. His team on top by 13. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Leonard. And stuffs it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Danny Green to James. Shot clock winding down. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Oh, it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Across the timeline comes James. It's an 11-point game. To Cousins. Even to Zubats. Able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
That's coming off.
Leonard to Williams. To Leonard. Williams. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Ah, tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Paul George.
Make it harder. Let me see. Pick up, pick up. Hey, lock up.
Danny Green to James. Ah, can't miss those. Leonard. Nice pass to set things up. Good. Off a spin.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Danny Green. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good.
Number 7, stepping in for
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. To Beverly. Lakers come up with it. James. McGee powers it through.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
James. And the Clippers have the rebound. Beverly into the front court. His guys trail by 13. George off the mark. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Even to Zubas with a piece. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
subbing in for LA, number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Had a good look there, but it's no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Cousins. And look out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
LeBron with it up top. The lead is 11. To Cousins. James. Down low Dudley. Off the assist.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Harkless to Williams. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first.
Good shot, boy.
Second to 3, got it. 3 for 3. Nice. LeBron James with the rock. Goes to the left side. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Williams to Leonard. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. JaMychal Green, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. LBJ has it. To Caldwell Pope. James. The pass taken away by the Clippers. To Leonard. Harkless. JaMychal Green sizing up Cousins. To James. Cleans you up. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
Nah, it's 50-50 sometimes, Ed.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. James, defended by Harkless. Montrezl Harrell swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It's LA Clippers ball. Short jumper stays out.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Here comes the screen. James. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Harkless. Williams. And a nice finish at the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. James to Cousins. Kawhi Leonard with the block. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. That's the end of the third quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing it.
Nice pass to get things going.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Leonard. JaVale McGee pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Add 2 points to the board.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Kawhi Leonard against Cousins. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
James. Nothing going here on that drive. To James. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Shot clock winding down.
Watch that back door.
Caldwell Pope. That one off the mark. It's no good. Spinning shot won't fall. Los Angeles, they have it. James to Cousins.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
Oh, I missed a short one there. Beverly into the front court. His guys down big. Doesn't have the touch. No good. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Cousins. Danny Green. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 3 for 6 now.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Leonard with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Danny Green. Down low for Davis. That's no good. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. Paul George to Beverly. Lakers at the controls right now. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Leonard. Reset here. Let's see what they do. George to Leonard. 5 seconds to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming, shooting 80% in this contest. Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. James to Davis. They love this hustle. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Danny Green. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Jumper's good.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To James. Danny Green to James. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Beverly into the front court. Down a bundle.
Here we go. Ball.
To George. Gets it in the left corner. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. It was right there. And the basket good at the rim.
Probably option 3 right there in the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
It's James controlling the offense. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Takes stock of the floor. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Leonard. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Danny Green to Davis.
I got your help here.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. His percentage right now, 57%. Missed it at the line.
Wide open, man. You dribbling, man.
LBJ.
Double.
To Davis. James. With the flush, taking on all comers. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Beverly to Leonard. Trying to cash in. Beverly's shot no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Leonard. DeMarcus Cousins tips it. That's his third block this evening.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Caldwell Pope to James. Davis to James. Missed a wide open look.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. LBJ with it. To Davis. Probing the defense. Kuzma to James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. To James. Lets it fly from long range. Offensive rebound. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Paul George.
Right.
Leonard to George. To Leonard.
Switch.
Fires the three, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. James, tough matchup against George. Davis to James. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Here's James. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. George against Cousins. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
It's James controlling the offense. They'll get it down to Davis. To James. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Williams. to Paul George.
Hey, double screens.
Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Defense.
To James.
Defense, let's go.
Another chance. The follow won't go either. Beverly to George. Leonard to Beverly. Paul George, 4-2. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers.
Put one in the win column with a solid performance.
And the defensive intensity made all of the difference. They were committed to staying aggressive. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.